The 7th Global Symposium on Medical Ketogenic Dietary Therapies has taken place in Brighton on the south coast of the UK. Having been postponed in 2020 due to the coronavirus pandemic, this 4-day hybrid conference hosted by Matthew's friends has proved to be one of the most ambitious yet.
It is absolutely amazing to be in our first live meeting, face-to-face, since the onset of the pandemic. Although we've done so much communication via Zoom and the virtual platform, which of course has been really useful, to actually see people interact, be able to bounce ideas is just phenomenal. We've got a fantastic programme, a fantastic faculty, both live and virtual, exploring all avenues of utilisation of the ketogenic diet. And it's within neurological disorders, so it's not only within the epilepsies, of course, which has got a long history and for which we are celebrating 100 years of its use this year, but also with regard to other avenues that we are utilising the ketogenic diet.
This is a very pivotal symposium, not only because we're coming out of the pandemic and having an in-person meeting, but I think it represents the threshold of a new society that's being born during this conference, the International Neurological Ketogenic Society, which many have heard about. The website is active and there's a lot more information. People are very excited about registering, becoming members, and participating, contributing to the global cause of metabolic treatments, ketogenic and otherwise. So for the future, it really is a fork in the road. We're trying to attract younger folks, younger professionals, to take on the mantle and play leadership roles for the future. And this is really a very exciting time to be here.
With over 600 attendees from 49 countries around the world, the aim of this event to share knowledge and information about the latest research and developments in ketogenic dietary therapies to a global audience.
The combination of the online and the live meeting has worked incredibly well. Emma and Julie and their Matthew's Friends team has done a phenomenal job setting this up, and it's working seamlessly.
I'm someone who lives on interaction and likes the interaction with people, and this is something which is great about this hybrid congress, that you do see people and at the same time you have the opportunity for people who can't attend for several reasons, that they have their online access, and I think that's going very well, and they really set the mark high for future congresses.
I think all of us can feel that they're watching and that they're collaborating as well, even though they're not here in person. There's been chat back and forth, and people have been chatting me, which has been great.
One of the great things about this combined online and actually face-to-face is that the whole proceedings are actually available beyond for people who have actually registered for the conference. And so we can all go back and think, oh, I missed that little bit. I'd really like to go over that little bit. So again, we can revisit the information and extract more knowledge. So I think that's a really exciting development, which has come as a result of us having to do virtual, but it means that we've got this other platform that we can now access, which is really helpful.
Just seeing people, seeing colleagues from all around the world face to face, or just in the UK as well. To be fair, I haven't actually seen my own team for 18 months because we've been doing everything online. So I think that's been a real highlight, and just being able to be here and learn more about the ketogenic diet and the other diets we're talking about and how things are developing and all the research that's been going on while we've all been a bit more confined to home over 18 months has been really exciting.
50 presentations were delivered by world-class speakers across a spectrum of topics, including the practicalities, management, and application of the ketogenic diet, as well as exciting new opportunities for its use.
We had a lovely session which set the context for the rest of the meeting. So we had Professor Cross, Professor Rowe and Professor Kossoff taking us on a journey through time, past, present and future, with the ketogenic diet and treatments and how it's evolved over time and what the challenges will be for the future. So it's bursting at the seams with high quality speakers and information.
The successive meetings we had, and this is the 7th International Congress, have shown that there's so much beyond the epilepsy. We started with the epilepsy and the ketogenic diet, but now the session I'm chairing is one of these beyond the epilepsy sessions. It's talking about migraine, autism, headaches, cancer, and I'm sure that there is a lot in the pipeline that we need to address. And what's fascinating that you have this exchange, to have people eager to talk to you, to tap on your experience, and on the other hand, I'm happy to look beyond my own scope of my little GLUT1 deficiency topic.
There's a lot going on with using the ketogenic diet and ketones for cancers and other diseases, not just epilepsy and epileptic syndromes. And that's really exciting to me. And I love to see all the new things coming out and all the new mechanistic things that we can then apply to the cancer world.
The application of the diet is expanding potentially, but also I think this is matched by a very exciting developments in our understanding of how the diet may work. So I think there's a lot to look forward to, and I think this program is going to get bigger and bigger over the years, probably more than 4 days.
As well as the high-quality presentations, this meeting importantly offered the opportunity to network and collaborate.
I'm very glad of this new Keto Global Conference, not only because it's next door in the UK, but also because it's a very important time for the keto community to get together, and in particular with this time of COVID and where we were working isolated. I think people are feeling very happy to have real time to exchange, discuss, and be together as well.
We're still all working in our own areas, and to bring everybody together to start sharing information and for that energy to start flowing and inspiring, being inspired by others, it's just wonderful. And I think you do need that inspiration to keep going and keep moving forward.
We all talk, we all communicate, we all listen to each other's talks and read each other's papers, but it's really the bit above that, beyond that, that we get with face-to-face meetings where we can sit down over a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or maybe a glass of wine, and actually it's those times that the breakthroughs happen.
There's been a lot of really interesting stuff from a scientific perspective, but it's also been quite interesting to see the clinical presentations and see how the work that we do in the lab actually can potentially translate into improvements in terms of therapies for patients.
As a dietitian, it's always the practical elements that I love hearing about, and I suppose really getting into the nitty-gritty of how we actually apply the ketogenic diet, and particularly for our families and adults and clients. It's so important that we remember that they're at the core of it really, and that's what this is all about.
As delegates headed home, there was a sense of everyone feeling re-energised, more knowledgeable and excited about the future of ketogenic dietary therapies. And of course, the next meeting.
We have met many new collaborators during this week. We have shared lots of wonderful ideas. The enthusiasm of bringing forward new studies and to complete the projects we have already started, that's what this trip meant to me, and I think many of the other people who've been here.
There's been so much that's on that program. We've gone from the basic science, we're so much better understanding how this diet may work. Its applications beyond epilepsy into other disorders that probably many years ago we never thought that would be the case, and it clearly is becoming the case. So I think it's a very exciting and important time to be working on the ketogenic diet.
Brighton has completely lived up to the expectation. The live interaction, the remote interaction, all the fantastic talks that we've heard along with the discussion. It has really been a week to strengthen the ketogenic diet community and generated already new ideas at ways we can go forward. The Congress is a really important part of our community for us all to come together and explore the different aspects of the ketogenic diet. And therefore, it's only right that we vary where the Congress will be and for us to hand over to Yong Ro and his team to organise the next, or the 8th, Global Keto Conference in San Diego in 2023.
Well, it's always anxiety-provoking to sit there and actually take on the baton, but it's also very exciting at the same time. And with the concurrent emergence of the society with new blood coming in and a lot of young and talented individuals coming to the forefront, I think we're going to be having an exciting time to kind of map this out in a new way for the next century.